Yo, yo, yo. How's it going today? Happy Wednesday. We're doing it big. All right, today, breaking generational curses. Breaking generational curses. What is a generational curse? Get straight in it. What is a generational curse? A generational curse. A generational curse is a habit or behavior that has been passed from one generation to the next. Parents strive to make sure that their life that their children lead will live a better one than they did. Children practice what they have learned on their own and what they have gathered from the generation before. So, speaking on generational curses is a big deal, especially now, because the generations before us went through a lot of curses, a lot of tribal different things, a lot of different things. So, dealing with these generational curses is going to occur by changing the way you think, changing what you are. Like in my family, for instance, um, the majority of parents, they end up splitting up, and the other parent is not readily there for the other, other children or their siblings, and it creates a lot of friction in between the siblings because the father might have went and had children with another woman, and now the mother's mad because the father had children, and the cycle repeats. And then the siblings are not close. They end up not being close because of these generational curses. All right, so say you have a generational, what somebody says, my family has diabetes, my family has high cholesterol. Those things are taking place because the generation before those, they cooked a certain way. So they ate, the whole family ate a certain way. And the way that they ate made everybody have high cholesterol and diabetes. Say my father's in prison, and he has a reputation for robbing, or a reputation, you call it whatever. He's in prison though. So whatever my father did, 9 out of 10, I picked up a lot of his traits and habits. So I end up doing the same thing and end up in the same place. Another generational curse. All right, so the way to deal with these generational curses is understanding that if you're quiet, you're complicit. So if you know something is wrong with your family or anything, you have to speak up. Even if you don't technically want to speak up, it's pertinent that you speak up and say, hey, that's not correct. We have to do something about this as a unit, as a family, because what's happening is that children that had nothing to do with the generation before now are being put in situations that the generation before them left them with these curses. And we're going to break down and get far up into that. And while I'm here, let me see, we have something here. 30 Mag. How do you break the cycle? Yeah, bro, you break the cycle by doing something different. Let me see if I can get my brother Dirty. Let me see if I can get him up here too. We definitely see if I can get the brother up here. Yeah, bro. So I put the link there for anybody that wants to tap in. Y'all lock in. Y'all lock in. So the way you break these generational curses, the only way to break these generational curses is, all right, so what I said about the eating habits. If everybody ate pork, chicken, fried food, you eat different. If you say I got high cholesterol and diabetes, nobody works out, then I'm gonna start working out. Or you should start working out. And then the changes that you make are gonna automatically tap in and help start breaking those cycles or those generational curses. See, right now, in this day and age, you have, say, neighborhoods or places where somebody shot this person, and somebody's kin to both sides. Now they're stuck in the middle thinking I have to choose sides because of these generational tribal wars that have been going on before I even got here. Now I'm forced to choose sides. And when you bring in economics, when you bring in the ignorant factor of the majority of society, it is like personal. Yeah, like I woke up with this saying, man, these generational curses, it has to end because there's way too many young people that's um caught up in things that they're not even aware of what they're caught up in. They have no clue about the life that's basically in front of them. And right now is the time. If there's uh, we're in the Aquarian age. So the truth is actually more uncomfortable than the lies. The lies used to be more comfortable than the truth. But now we faced with a time where we have to get together. Like it is pertinent that people get together. You see what he's saying here. All right, so he said, how do you break the cycle? Greetings, Quinn. Greetings, guy. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, KJ, Kiana Love Jones. What's good with you, Quinn? Most definite. But yeah, so you have these generations to where oh, if you are the ambassador of your family, that is the most important thing about it. You have these people that have been born to break the cycle. A lot of you have been put in the place to actually break the generational curses that have taken place in your family or that are taking place. Not to put the whole responsibility on you, but something in you has decided, man, this is not right how my family is. This is not correct. I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to be that change, be that change. So when you decide to be that change, you break the curse. So if there's people out there that's different, if you're different than your whole entire family, if everybody's going this way, but you're saying, I'm going this way, you know what? I could use my youngest son as a prime example. Prime example. He's never eaten meat a day in his life. It's not to knock anyone's diet, but he's never eaten meat. He's 6 years old, and this little guy thinks different than a lot of little young people that I've ever thought before. A lot of people think that we're actually putting things in his head. Like he might say, hey, y'all might need to quit eating those animals because the animals are out in the zoo. They either in jail or you killing them, or you killing them. They all are saying this. So he'll come and tell the family, hey, you know, we might want to eat different or do something different. And they'll be like, hey, you know, he's only 6 years old. He shouldn't be telling people how to eat. He shouldn't be telling people what they should eat. But it's just in his mind, the only thing that he can see is that he's never eaten an animal and that we're eating the animals. And also, if we're not eating them, we're going to the zoo and paying a fare to see the animals in jail, to see them locked up. So from a higher perspective, we're going to have to definitely start looking at breaking these generational curses because people told us we came from slavery. I mean, what worse of a curse can you get? Do you have the right to censor what your kids do? You definitely have the right to censor what is introduced to your kids. Now, censor what they do, I think that would depend definitely on the age. Okay, she said it's not easy and be ready for what comes with it. Ambassadors have a huge responsibility, no doubt. No doubt. You talking about the weight of the world on your shoulders? When you are the ambassador to your family, you have chosen to take on something that nobody else would do. You think totally different than everyone in your family. You're going to be the one that has to get the hardest things to do. You're going to have to get everybody together and attempt not to get them on one page because you can't control what somebody does or what they think. You can't control what they do or think. But however, you can control what you do and how you allow people to treat you. And that is a big thing if you're an ambassador because you are basically the cornerstone to your family. You are the cornerstone. Even when they don't realize you're the cornerstone, you are the cornerstone to your family. So you have to basically make them see how important you are, not only to your family, to the world. And ambassadors, us ambassadors are going to be the ones that challenge if the government is wrong, if the people around you are wrong. Every time you hit one level, you're going to level up. You're going to level up. Peace, God. It's most definite. You are going to level up. You are going to level. So when you level up, you're going to be faced with a more difficult challenge. And and a more difficult situation. But those difficulties after a while become a lot more easy. And when, like they say the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. So there's a lot of families that are holding secrets and different things that nobody wants to talk about from generation to generation. And you see these things being swept under the rug. But what happens when you're in your kitchen and you have dirt and you take it, you don't have a dustpan. You just take all that dirt, you sweep it up, and then you lift the rug and you sweep it under the rug. Where does the dirt go? Where does the dirt go? It's just swept under the rug. It's still there. So the ambassador is gonna bring out all these things that the family has not done or not taken care of, and they're gonna deal with these issues. So hey, later on today, man, we're gonna be up discussing what people call black-owned businesses, and we're also gonna tap more into this. Definitely, we have to tap into this breaking generational curses because, man, it's getting dirt. It's getting violent, messy. It accumulates. It repeats itself. Yes, definitely. If you don't take care of these generational curses, they just keep repeating and repeating and repeating. You'll have kids, and then you say, "Dang, now my kids going through the same thing that my grandparents went through, that my parents went through," because nobody has dealt with it. They just swept it under the rug. So definitely, like, this generational curse thing is something that later on I definitely want to tackle and get deep into. But however, later on tonight, we will be discussing black-owned businesses. Why will we be discussing black-owned businesses? For this example right here, Walmart, back to the diet. I'm gonna get back to the diet. Let me get back to the diet because that's crucial too. All right, but the black-owned businesses that we're gonna kick on tonight. Walmart is a global, worldwide conglomerate. Walmart, I'm pretty sure, is owned by a European, but however, we don't know that. Nobody says Walmart is a white-owned company, a white-owned business. They just know that they want to be global. So it's time for us people to think globally. It's time for us to make our businesses global. A monopoly, dead on the head. They are monopolizing it. So why can't we be part of why can't we monopolize? Because we're thinking black owned. We don't just sell to black. No, these other people, they're definitely saying black people are consumers, and they're using that consumership against them. Like, okay, they consumers, we're gonna go in their neighborhoods, we're gonna put up cigar stores, cigarette stores, we're gonna put in the clothes that they wear. We're gonna drain all the money from their community, and nothing is gonna bounce around from their community. And the few that do think, let's make a business, they're just gonna think black owned, and they're gonna stunt on the people around them instead of actually building, exactly, being exploited, exploitation. So there we go. We have to get into more of globalizing. Man, I have a shea butter that is dope, and there is no way that I would want to put that shea butter just in a black-owned store. No, we're going global with this, and it's also something we definitely gonna get in and tackle today. We don't need black-owned business. We need global monopolies. Global monopolies. It's time to plan, plot, strategize, and do whatever it takes to do. Hey, man, love to all the people. Hold on, no, I told Dirty we're gonna get back to the diet. So think about this. During the times that people call slavery, they made people eat all the parts of animals and different things that nobody could think about. Pig being part of the main part of the diet. So when you think about that and you think about high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, all of these different things that exist, they only exist because we refuse to look. Like, our teeth are straight. We don't have any canines. We're normally herbivores, solitarians. The sun doesn't bother us. The sun strengthens us. It strengthens us. So once we start dealing with these truths, we can break all of these curses. I don't want to see nobody's children, their children after those, go through any curses that are unnecessary. All of these things have been very unnecessary. And hey, all the ambassadors out there, y'all tap in, man. Like, share, subscribe. Soul food is the main narrative. Is Big Mama lost her leg, but the family still eating the same poison. Wow, my brother. Hey, if that's not Dirty Mac in the house, man. He said soul food, the main narrative is Big Mama lost her leg, but the family is still eating the same poison. Like if you lose your leg due to your diet, how does your family keep eating the same thing? Now we got what a notepad at, man. Now we gonna have to deal with mental illness. Mental illness. Hey, Dirty Mac, he's an ambassador too. It's an alignment for death, strokes, heart attack, and diabetes. Kiana, you man. Hey, these ambassadors, we gonna have to start getting. Hey, I got two ambassadors up comment right now, and let me tell you, they both are gonna lead the next generation of their families to another level because of exactly what they saying. And the diet is definitely alignment for death, strokes, heart attack, and diabetes. It is definitely no doubt about it. So yeah, us ambassadors, us strong people, we're in a new millennium. We are in the age of the Aquarius. We're in the age of knowing, no longer belief. A belief is believing in something unseen, but having faith that it exists, You know, so it hasn't been seen, but you just believe it. You know, you believe it. I'm blindly. We're in the age of knowing. Now we can choose to know, and you can, without a doubt, you can know. I'm talking about the universe is bringing things to us faster than ever. You just tap into it. Um, hey man, we've been losing a lot of people due to these generational curses, and it's so bad. Like a lot of the young men are out here killing each other left and right. Why? Because the people before them, knowledge is key. God body, God body, God body. Yeah. So we tired of losing our little young brothers because the the guns have been put in the community, the drugs have been put in the community, but no knowledge has been put in the community. Tribalism, damn sure. Tribalism. And what is a tribe without the knowledge of that tribe? If you don't pass down the tribe of Judah, all of these books, the prophetic books that speak on all of these lost tribes, why do we not know they diet? Why do we not know they religions? Why do we not know all these things? It's because somebody wanted to curse these people. And this has been spoken. But those curses are being lifted. And we're going to start lifting them today. Everybody out there, like, share, subscribe. We're going to tap in later. Ashe, Agba, much love. I appreciate everybody for tapping in too. We on there.